Hello, welcome to the first video of Dublin City in 2022. So I'm up here now in Connolly Station and I'm going out as far as Grand Canal Dock on the Dart. So you're all welcome to come along for a spin and I'll show you around Grand Canal Dock, okay? Well, that was fast, wasn't it, getting to here? So this is Grand Canal Dock here now. So we'll go over and investigate Grand Canal Dock. The good news about the start of the year so far is that all the pandemic restrictions are nearly all lifted. So the only thing we have to adhere to now is wearing masks inside, like in public spaces or shops, restaurants, cafes, all that kind of thing. So yeah, that's good. You don't have to social distance anymore. You don't need your COVID pass to get into cafes and restaurants. You don't need your ID. So all that's positive news, and hopefully it'll be more positive as the year goes along. So let's continue now and go on to Grand Canal Dock. So as you can see, you have some of the tech joints over here on Grand Canal Dock. You've got Google here, and I'll show you Facebook in a while, but that's a big building there at Google. There's another Google building just around the other side of this building over here. So it's all the tech firms are all over here in Grand Canal Dock. See, look, there's Google there again. Look, Google, huge big place. There's a bridge leading from one building to the other. So that big building there is Google, that building there is Google, and one of the buildings straight ahead there to the right is Google. Huge. A huge employer here in Dublin City. They'd all be good paying jobs, I'd say, you know. That's nice, isn't it? Cats and smiling kites. I love to see people doing that. You see those murals a lot around Dublin, and they just they brighten up the place, you know. A big blank wall there, and then someone comes along and does a beautiful mural, and it just lifts the whole area, I have to say. So these are new towers. There's 3 of these buildings here, and I like them. They're nicer when you're further away from them. yeah, so where there's 3 towers here. I'll show them to you again, but that is in a redevelopment of the Boland's Mills area of Grand Canal Dock, and that in itself is a 150 million project. It's almost completed there now, so I'll show you those 3 towers from further away because they look really nice. Well, I think so anyway. Right, so this here now, from here across this bridge and over here where I'm pointing, this is all the Grand Canal Dock area. So this is southeast of the River Liffey, right? More towards the Docklands area of the city and the Irish Sea, not too far from the Irish Sea here. Yeah, so here's these 3 buildings. I love them now. Modern buildings here, look. See them there? They look nice, don't they? Well, I like them. So that was the former, all this area was the former Boland's Mills, flour mills. So there was big flour towers here, silos I want to call them. So that's a whole new development there, costing 150 million. There's barges along here, and here's, I don't know what the name of this building, this is new. I'm calling it the tower, and I think that there looks like, to me, like residential. I was just looking there online, and I don't know if it's the apartments here, right? But it's here somewhere in this area that if you want to buy one of those apartments, it'll cost you 1,450,000, which is crazy money. And then if you look around at all the apartment buildings, like where a lot of the workers here are living, like the rents are over 2,000 a month. I seen one place there, and it was 3,700 euros a month just to rent. So I don't know what kind of money all these people are on a week, but you'd want to have some serious money to pay 3,700 euros a month rent. Crazy stuff, crazy. But I love all this area because I actually love the architecture, the modern architecture. Like, I like modern architecture, and I love old architecture. An awful lot of the modern architecture that I see, especially down where I live, is just shit. It's just like it's just like cheaply. It looks as if it's just cheaply put up. You know, there's nothing aesthetically pleasing about it whatsoever. But up here, I think there is. So just over there is another big Google building. So they have huge office space up here in Grand Canal Dock, and this is a new building here, and I'm looking at there, I don't know if it's apartments or if it's companies, some kind of different companies to have the space in it, but I like it. So there's looking back across now at that new development there, 150 million development there of better be careful I don't fall in here. Grand Canal Docks. See all the barges along here. I don't know if the people live in them or not, but it's a nice area. So I'll just walk down along here. So this is all part of the Grand Canal. I'll put up how many miles inland the Grand Canal goes, but yeah, I like along here, and it's lovely. I even like that big office building over here. It's modern. See the yellow stripes on it? I know it's just thin and tall, and it looks very plain, but I like it. Then I like the old buildings here, you see, blending in with the new. And then those 3 buildings, 1, 2, 3. I thought the 3 of them were the same, but they're not. Those 2 look... No, actually the 3 of them are different, or slightly different, but I like them. So I'll go across now to the other side of the bridge here, and go down towards the Burgosh Theatre, and I'll show you where Facebook is, and I think Twitter is here as well, LinkedIn is here, Indeed, Hub Sport or something, I don't know. I'll show you anyway. So I just think it's a fairly trendy area. I couldn't afford to live here. You want to have a real good job, but if I won the lottery, you might think you wouldn't leave the country to live up here, but I would actually live up here. I like it because if you have money, you can hop into a car, a train, taxi, you know, get out of the city, and there's loads of parks not too far from here, like, you know, so you have access to loads of areas from here. I'd buy one of the, if that wasn't sold on top there, I'd buy that. So the Art of Coffee, nice big building. Nice bridge there too, I like it. As you can see, it's really trendy. Look, more apartment buildings all along here. Then you have down the bottom here Artisan Bakery and Cafe just across there. Valentino. You've got Cafe Nero. You have another one called Nut Butter over there. Nut Butter. And then you have a big shop here, supermarket, with all, you know, it says it's called Fresh. And it has lovely homemade breads, and if you want to get sandwiches and stuff, or just general food for your home, you go in there. So it's real trendy. Again, here's looking back into the Canal Dock area. There's a big tower of more apartments along there. More apartments here. I don't know what those three buildings there are going to be, whether they're going to be apartments or I don't know if they're going to be apartments or if they're going to be like you know, for different kinds of businesses or something. But anyway, I like them. I like all this area. And even this building, it's just all glass, but it's over that shop called Fresh, and I like it. Look, there's different colours in the glass there. A tint of kind of, looks like a purpley type colour and a lemony green colour. I like that. I like the way they've planted the trees here too. Very good. There's another cafe there, open till late. It's a bar, restaurant and cafe in there. Looks nice. Then you have these raised kind of green lawns and shrubbery here, which is nice. And then all this sculpture here, it reminds me of Star Wars. You know, what do you call them yokes? The laser things they use for killing one another in Star Wars. They all light up red at night time. It's lovely. Yeah, so. Yeah, so I like these stones or rocks. You can sit down and just chill here. Now it's a bit nippy today. There's a northwest wind here today, so it's a bit chilly. But apart from that, though, yeah, I love out here. I think it's the modernness and the open space of the dockland here, the Grand Canal Dock here, that I like. And yeah. And I love this hotel here. It's called The Marker. Look at it. It's lovely. Well, I like it. I think it's brilliant. Yeah, I love that now. And over here is the BrewDog Theatre, Energy Theatre it's called. So you can go and watch, what would you call it? Like at the minute they have Disney The Lion King on in here. And it's, you know, it's a modern theatre. I was in it once, and I can't even remember the show that I went to see in it, but yeah, it's obviously it's modern, and it's I love the architecture of it, and I love the interior of it. So if you're in Dublin, you want to take in some kind of a show that you would take if you're in New York on Broadway or in the East End in London, come here to BrewDog. I just love the whole design of it. I think it's lovely. I love the way it curves itself out here. Well, not curves, but out at an angle. I just love it. Yep. There's those, whatever they are, but they're just lovely at night time. Yeah, if it was to hang on here under, say, hour and a half and it gets dark, they'll be all red, all glowing, and it's lovely. So there's a bar inside there as well. You see what I mean? It's nice, isn't it? I don't care if you don't like it, as long as I like it. That's the main thing. And I love this modern building here with all the glass in it. There's a design on the glass, on the glasswork, and it's a kind of there's a red line, and then there's kind of like, they have it done like in squares. No, not squares. Are they squares? No, they look like they're squares, like diamond shapes, of a tint of brownish type red, if that makes sense. You see it there now. Now I like that. So across the road here is the Clayton Hotel. Looks like a brand new hotel, real modern looking. And this building here, this whole big section looks huge. Huge, huge, huge. This whole big square here is Facebook. This is where Facebook have their headquarters in Ireland. So that's what I'm saying, all around here is all high tech. So this is the north side of that big huge building that belongs to Facebook. And if you look carefully there, I don't know if we can see it in the GoPro, but you can see all the offices inside and all the desktop computers all the way up it. And here is more apartments over here. So I'd say this is all where all the workers live. As I said, it wouldn't be cheap to rent up here, no way. So I don't know what building this is. Like, I'll go over here and have a look. Yeah, so along here is called Sir John Rogerson's Quay along here. So as I said, I'm on the south side of the River Liffey here, and southeast side of the River Liffey, right? If you look up on my videos, I done a video there a while ago. It's called Dublin Docklands Regeneration, and that was all along there, all that side of the river, which is the north side. So I done a whole video from down there all the way up, right up down to as far as the Pint building down there. Here's, I don't know what this building here is, more offices here, I've no idea what, I can't see a name on it. Riverside 2, it's just saying. But I just see loads of office space there. But as you can see, it's all modern buildings, all modern. So you have Docklands Dental, next generation care. So there's a dentistry in there. So here's more apartment buildings here. So all these side streets here from the Sir Roger something key here lead back into the Dockland there, into the Grand Canal Dock there. There's a place called Ancestry.com building in there. So it's mainly all tech joints that are up here. It's Grand Canal Dock, but I think they nickname it Silicon Dock after, you know, the Silicon Valley in San Francisco. There's more apartment buildings there, look. Ashgard Road, that's called there. So this building here is called Butler's Court, and in the bottom of it there's an office space to let, and there's like it looks like a cafe just there, and the rest of it all the way up is apartments. And I don't know what this building here is. I like that as well. Look at the colours of the glass, different. There's a blue, two different colours of yellow. Yeah, I like the design of that. So this new building here is JP Morgan. I think they're bankers, aren't they? JP Morgan. So they're in this new building here. And there's another big building here called Indeed. That's another internet company, isn't it, that helps the worldwide, helps people get jobs, as far as I know, in there. Yeah, so that's just down along Rogerstown Quay here. I'm after showing you there, right? So this is the Grand Canal Dock area. This is the end of it here. This looks like the tallest apartment building on the south side of the Liffey in the Grand Canal Dock area, okay? And I'm looking, I'll try to turn around this way here now, gives a better view. Yeah, so this is the River Liffey here. That bridge there is the last bridge before Dublin Bay. That's the Eastlink bridge there. It's a toll bridge, right? And it also can lift up to let ships to come further into the Liffey here, okay? As you can see, there's a ship there. Looks like a ferry ship that brings the trucks across to England. I don't know whether it's going to England, or because of the Brexit now, there's ships now bringing articulated lorries to France and Spain and stuff from Dublin. Yeah, so that's the Docklands area over there. That is over there is that last big building is office space at the minute, that new one here, and that's the Tree Arena, where I've seen loads of fantastic groups playing in there. Actually, the last band I seen playing in there was REM, American band. So listen, it's windy here. I don't know whether you can hear me or not, but anyway, now there's a cafe pub restaurant over here, brand new, called BrewDog, and I don't know who the architects were who designed this, but if I was given an award for modern architecture, I'd give it to whoever designed this building here, because I think it's lovely. You might think it's shit. So it's called BrewDog, and you can sit outside here. It's nice, isn't it? Under the lights here. Looks cool. There's that big building again. Right, hello. I'm inside BrewDog here now, right? And I have to say, I love the interior of it. It's real trendy. and lovely atmosphere in it, and full of young people. And there's a bar here. Obviously, I'd say there's nightlife. You come in, I'd say this would be buzzing at night time, and you can get coffee, tea, desserts, and all kinds of food here as well. So check it out in Grand Canal Dock, more or less down at the end of the dock where the Grand Canal enters the River Liffey. You can't miss it. It's a red building. I love it, and it's beside the tallest tower that you can see in Grand Canal Dock, big apartments complex. So check it out, right? You like it. Well, I like it. That's the main thing, isn't it? Cheers, people. You can't beat the old cup of tea. Right, so check it out, my friends. BrewDog, Grand Canal Dock, real trendy pub there, cafe, restaurant, and upstairs is a pub, a real trendy pub as well. There's a pub downstairs, but there's a mainly upstairs, all to do with the pub, and it's just cool, I have to say. So check it out. The only thing is there, I got tea, right, and they brought me out a pot of tea, but what's the point in bringing out a pot of tea if there's only one cup? If you're only going to get one cup of tea out of it, pointless, my friends, pointless. But anyway, that's minor. That's because I'm a teaaholic, you see. Anyway, I'll go across here and I'll just show you where the Grand Canal Dock goes into the River Liffey. So that's, I think, indeed there as well. All that whole huge building there belongs to that company called Indeed. Right, so here's the last lock system from Grand Canal Dock going into the River Liffey. So I'll just go up here and show you. So this is where the Grand Canal enters into the River Liffey, just here. So the Grand Canal goes on for I don't know how many miles. I'll put it up on the video when I finish the video, okay? So there's the BrewDog pub over here, which I like actually. Architecture, I think it's lovely, lovely on the inside, reasonably priced for where it's situated. And this is the end of Grand Canal Dock here. Right, so there's two murals here on the wall of faces. They're good enough, right? But I was up here last week and there was a fantastic one just here, and there was a fantastic one just there. There was a man and a woman doing two murals, two kind of portraiture type murals, and they were fantastic. And whoever done this is after painting over their murals and put them on it. Now I couldn't do that, right? They are good, but they're nothing in comparison on the two that was there previously. So little dickheads, after going and painting over what was there previously and putting up those two murals there. See this kind of artwork there. I call that graffiti. I call that shit. Here's more of it here. Look, makes no sense or meaning, just pure shit. Now, see that there? That's good. I like that now. That's good. That's art. Now, see here. So, I think this is called the River Dodder, and that also goes into the Liffey here, and obviously out into, well, yeah, we'll go out in Dublin Bay and the Irish Sea. I think that river meanders its way down through County Wicklow. I don't know where else it goes to, but Wicklow for definite. This building here and the one on the far side is called the Reflector. Now I've no idea what company the Reflector is, but anyway, that's what it's called, the Reflector. Again, the whole thing is modern architecture, my friends, but it does have a bit of character attached to it in comparison to an awful lot of the modern apartment buildings that are thrown up all over the country, which are shit. But I like these here. So you're not feeling the love of your bank. If you're not, get a current account with the post office, my friends. That's what it's saying on the adverts there. Right people, that's it from Grand Canal Dock area. Hope you enjoyed that little walk around Grand Canal Dock. And I'll finish the video across the river here on the north side. I'm going to cross over the Samuel Beckett Bridge here now. So this is my favourite bridge crossing the River Liffey here in Dublin. It's called the Samuel Beckett Bridge. It's a modern bridge, but I love it. I mean, look at that. Look at the architecture here. And there's east towards the Dublin Bay and the Irish Sea. So that was Grand Canal Dock, that's where it was there. Over there is Dublin Docklands Regeneration over there. And that's that there is back towards the city centre, just back there. Right, hello people. I'm just finishing off the video from Grand Canal Dock on the north side here, not too far from Condy Station. And behind me here, this whole big building here is called the Epic Museum. I haven't visited it yet, but they're saying that the last 3 years in a row it's the #1 tourist attraction in the whole of Europe. It's all to do with Irish immigration, or sorry, Irish emigration. Anyway, the restaurant pub over here is called Urban Brew or Urban Life, right? If you want a cup of tea, a sandwich or whatever, you can go in there, but be prepared to spend the cash because it's not cheap, my friends. It's not cheap. I went in there about 2 weeks ago. Lovely atmosphere inside, lovely staff, but yeah, it's not cheap. So I went in and I got a pot of tea, of course. Came out in a lovely, the presentation was lovely, the teapot was sturdy, didn't leak, lovely. And I ordered the sea bass, €22 I think it was, or 22.50, one or the other. And I had this idea in my head that when it would come out, it would be the sea bass along with potatoes and veg and the whole lot. But when it came out, it was just sea bass on its own, the whole head and on the sea bass, the bones, the whole lot. So basically speaking, when I finished the meal and the tea was actually lukewarm in the teapot and it didn't taste great. It wasn't my usual blend of tea that I usually get, probably more upmarket or something that I wouldn't be used to. And so anyway, I'll put a picture up here of the sea bass when it came out, so have a look at this. What do you think? That's the way it came out. That's all I got for €22. Sea bass, no veg, no potatoes. So I was disappointed. So yeah, so that was the thing. So that was the sea bass. So yeah, so I won't be going in there again, my friends, because I just can't afford to spend that kind of money on a dinner. Maybe once in a while, yeah. I never go above €20. That's my max. So anyway, that's it from the Grand Canal Dock area over the far side of the River Liffey there. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you stay tuned for the next video. I've no idea where it's going to be, but it'll be somewhere. So keep safe, and I'll see you in the next video someplace else. Okay, bye.